and what is going on, everybody? It's Steven here and welcome back to another China phone review. Today we're going to check out the Cubot X11. Now this is a Sony Xperia lookalike, should also be waterproof, and the build quality of this phone is simply amazing. Even though the specs are not the best and it's a little bit expensive for the specs, it has some very decent build quality, and yeah, for my girlfriend for instance that's very important, so she wants something which looks good, and that's why I've got her the black version. And I also got here the white version, so I've got it from the Cubot factory to test, and she liked it so much, so I bought a black version here on Amazon. And yeah, you can find the link down below in the description if interested to Cubot.net, and to the Amazon seller. It was Cool, I think, so they had some promotion, was kinda cheap, and also taxes included, so no, it's better for a present. Alright, so that's the black version, we're going to check it out today. We're going to do a water test because it should be waterproof on the white version, because I don't want to destroy the black version. And well, Giz China did a water test too, so Giz China makes some awesome reviews, and they said it's not waterproof, so then also Cubot changed it to splash water resistant. Oh yeah, whatever. But honestly, we're going to test it, and somehow water came under the display or something like that, so you can watch it on YouTube, just check out Giz China. And yeah, not really sure what happened, but the phone broke. So yeah, I'm not really sure if it is waterproof, but we're definitely going to check it out, but only on the white version, which probably doesn't look so nice like the black version. Regarding the specs, now it comes with Android 4.4, so a little bit old-fashioned, but well, it's running really good. There was an OTA today, so in the morning that was good, which fixed the camera because it had some issues. Then the system on chip, it's the MT6592A Octa-Core chipset running at 1.4 GHz. The good thing is that this is still quite powerful, and it's supporting GLONASS, not like the new quad-core chipset, which have awful GPS and everything. So the MT6592 is not always a bad chipset, so if you can get it quite cheap right now, then just go for it, it's really not so bad. Okay, then 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB of ROM. It's running the Mali 450MP GPU. I did an unboxing on this device. If you want to check it out, you can find it, link down below in the description. And well, we're also going to have a look at the accessories. It comes with a 5.5-inch HD screen, so 720p, and yeah, the usual stuff. But probably the best thing about the smartphone is the build quality, which is really simply amazing. It's only 7mm thick, and well, today we're going to check all that out. Okay guys, then I would say let's get directly started. As always, links down below in the description, make sure you check them out. And now, yeah, let's just go and let's have a look at the accessories. Guys, so far the accessories are looking good, so it comes with a screen protector. One was already on the smartphone, also on the back side to protect the back glass. Then here it comes with a transparent silicone rubber case, which is looking pretty good, but I'm not going to use that because I like that slim and nice look of the smartphone without any plastic condom. Okay, charger and charging accessories, cable looking good. That's the official Cubot charger. In the package from Amazon there was a different charger, so probably they have replaced it because of, I don't know, CE or whatever. But it has CE here on the charger, so I really don't know why they replaced it. But we're now going to test the charger here from the Cubot factory. The charger is looking very good. I'm now charging for half an hour, and you can see it's draining around 8 watts out of the power socket, so 7.8. And here it outputs pretty constant 5.6 watts, so a little bit over the specification, so not 1 amp, it's outputting now 1.15 amps. So that's kinda accurate, plus minus a couple of percents, but it's really okay. Charger doesn't heat up now, and so far the charging accessories, they look good. Charging time, well, it should be in 2800 milliamp hours battery or something like that. Actually 2850, but well, don't get me wrong, but this phone is very slim, so probably they have cheated a little bit on that, so 2500, but I had no problem to get through the day with one full battery charge. Charging time, I mean, you can calculate it. It's now charging with 1.15 amps, it's wasting a little bit of power there, so just calculate 1 amp or below, and there you go, then you get your charging time. So all in all, the accessories, they are definitely looking good, pretty nice quality, comes with a user manual, and if you want to see an unboxing, then just check out my unboxing, which you can find down below in the description. But now guys, let's go and let's check out both smartphones. Alright guys, so here are both Cubot X11, and you can see here the black version on the right side, and here on the left side we have the white version. So the white version also comes with a black bar around the display, but I'm using here a black wallpaper, so it looks like it would be a bezel-less phone. and it's looking really great. So I would actually prefer the white version because the contrast here between the white upper frame, bottom frame and the side borders, it's looking really good. Now here on the right side we have the black version, and well, it's looking like an old Xperia. We can also have a quick look at the back side so you can see it. And also we have glass here on the back side, as you can see. Comes here with the Cubot logo. Here we have the rear camera, LED flash, and well, the glass seems to be quite scratch resistant, but I'm pretty sure that it is really thin and it's very easy to break, so please make sure that you use the protection cover which is included inside of the box. Alright guys, now I would say let's just go, let's have a look at all the details of the black and the white version, but the main difference is actually the color. Here also the white version, and you can see Cubot logo. I think in white it looks very classy. And also the frame has a different color, like on the black version it's a grey frame, and on the white version it's a silver frame, which I like actually a little bit more. But now guys, I would say let's just go and let's quickly compare both devices. Okay guys, so here at the top of both phones you can see we have here the front facing camera, which is really good on the Cubot X11. In the middle we have the speaker. Right from the speaker we have light and proximity sensor, so you can see it a little bit better on the white version, and there's a notification LED, I think it's here or here, I don't remember anymore, but it lights up in red, blue, maybe also green, so RGB color LED or something like that. We'll later check it out in the settings. But so far the top is looking really good, not too thick here on the white version, and I think the white version looks really nice because you see there is no white frame here, so just a black border, and it gives it really a bezel-less look. Okay, so the display on both, it's looking really nice. Now sorry for the focus, because, well, 4K and the focus, it's really annoying. But, I mean, just check this out. So, it's 720p, but it's quite sharp and also very colorful. Not sure if you can see the viewing angles, but so far I'm quite happy. I'm now here outside and you have no problem to read the screen, also in sunlight. Then here at the bottom we have the software buttons, so there are no hardware capacitive touch buttons, no mechanical home button, something like that. You just have software buttons like on the Xperia. So that's something I don't like. I definitely like hardware buttons, and I'm also happy with capacitive touch buttons, but well, I absolutely hate software buttons. Here at the bottom you have a lot of unused space, so that's actually just a frame, there is nothing, and there would be enough space for some capacitive buttons, but yeah, I think they wanted to have the Xperia look. Here's the back side of the phone, and here you can see the rear camera, and yeah, I cleaned it, I also removed the foil, but well, the pictures, they don't look good, so also the focus has some issues, and so far I'm not really happy with the rear camera, but you will see that a little bit later when we do the camera test. Here we have the LED flash. You can see we have two types of LEDs, the upper one a normal LED, and here we have this kind of red orange LED. Alright, Cubot right over here, so that's the logo. It looks like this on the black version, and this is really a fingerprint magnet, and it gets dirty so fast, so you have to clean your phone all the time. Here we have C certification, as you can see, designed by Cubot in China, and well, that's the model X11. So well, that's the back side of the phone, and now let's have a quick look at the frame. So guys, let's have a quick look at the frame of the phone, and here on the left side of the frame at the top you have the 3.5mm headphone jack, and well, it should be waterproof without a cap, and later when we do the water test we'll definitely check that out. Then here we have the SIM card slot, and it's a dual SIM card slot, so you can put in two micro SIM cards, so no regular size, no nano, you need to input micro SIM cards. And here we have the volume rockers, so up and down, and it's actually here in the middle of the phone. Well, I activated Google Voice Search, but they feel good to press, and it's not sliding around, as you can see, so far it's very good quality, very stiff. And you can see the color of the frame of the black version. It's like the charcoal edition of the Galaxy Note 4, so it's some kind of grey black color, and on the white version you have a silver frame. Okay, then let's have a look at the opposite side. Alright, then here on this side we have the power button, so that's the right side of the frame. The power button, as you can see, if you compare it with my finger, it's very small and tiny, so this could be definitely a little bit bigger, it's just easier to hit it. And here we have the SD card slot, and we can just open it up, but you can also check out my unboxing to see how it looks from the inside. So I'm not going to take the SD card out of the device. And there we go. So you see, first of all, you have such a cap with a seal inside, so this prevents water and dust entry. Always make sure this is closed and fits perfectly, otherwise water will come into the device. But as I've said before, I'm not really sure if it's completely waterproof or just splash water resistant. And well, here at the top antenna, as you can see, and well, the frame is looking really good. At the top of the phone we have an IR blaster, and I can confirm that it is working. Maybe I can show you that, but it didn't work with my TV because it's too old and there was no code inside of the application. But I just tried it with a beamer at my girlfriend's home, and yeah, it was working pretty good. And here also at the top you can see we have the antenna, and that's basically it. So there are no connectors here at the top. Opposite side here, it's the bottom side. And here you have the speaker, as you can see, so speaker grid, single speaker, here the bottom microphone to do calls. And here on the right side, so that's the right bottom side of the phone, you have the micro USB port to charge the phone or to connect it to the computer. So well, it's a bit strange because actually the 3.5mm headphone jack is here on the left top side, but really you get actually quite fast used to that design. And so far I absolutely love the design. Okay guys, now here's just a quick normal water test before we throw it into the pond, and there we go. So let's wash it a little bit. Well, that is looking good so far. Also, let's put some water here directly into the headphone jack. There we go, let's flood it. Well, so far it's looking good. It's still working. But well, when it's wet you cannot use the display, so the capacitive display is then not working anymore. But after we dry it, it should actually work again. The water is pretty cold, but so far the phone is still working, so it's definitely splash water resistant. But now let's go and let's quickly throw it into my pond, or actually into some deeper water. So guys, honestly, I already know that I will kill the phone, because how should that work? I mean, there is no protection for the micro USB port. And well, I'm pretty sure if I now drown it into the pool, so the pond here, then it's dead. But yeah, let's say goodbye Cubot, and don't advertise as waterproof if it's only splash water resistant. But there we go. So if it... oh, it smells already terrible. I think I'm going to kill it now, so let's go guys. Hey fish! Yummy Cubot. Alright, so it's still working, but I'm pretty sure if I now just dry it, or just leave it like this for half an hour, it will just, break down. You can already see something here. Yeah, the screen has already some stripes, so there is water coming in to the device, probably at the top through the jack, and here at the bottom through the USB port. So without a cap you really have to have some good hardware, like a good jack, and the USB port actually always has to have a cap, so that can't work for sure. GIS China, thank you actually for the... oh my god, it smells terrible. I think it's starting to burn, so holy shit, I hope it won't explode. No, joking, but yeah, it's that. And that's why I did it with the white version, because the black version is for my girlfriend. So this phone is not waterproof, and please don't try this at home. So boys and girls, we're now here in Android KitKat on the black version. Well, the white version didn't survive. I have now cleaned it, but the digitizer, there is still some water inside. Maybe I will do the GIS China method and just throw it in the oven. And yeah, let's just see what the future brings. Maybe we'll dismantle it to check out the battery, because I'm absolutely not sure if that device is really coming with a 2850 mAh battery. Sounds a bit too good to be true actually. But well, let's just have a look at the smartphone. So Android KitKat, as you can see, and it's quite smooth. Sometimes the lock screen a little bit laggy, but well, it's okay. The memory consumption of the ROM is maybe a little bit high, but let's go to the settings. So we're now here in the settings. Let's go all the way down to about the phone, and here we can see wireless update. I did an OTA today, so OTAs are definitely coming, and you see that's from the 23rd of June. So it's a couple of days old, and it fixed some bugs with the camera. Now the camera was only displaying 5 megapixels, and it was really weird, but still the autofocus is broken, as you will see a little bit later. Alright, so here we can confirm this is Android 4.4.2 KitKat. So far so good. Let's go back and let's have a quick look at all the settings. First of all, let's get started with SIM management, dual SIM phone, and it really works with the dual SIM slot here. So this is kind of cool, but only accepts micro SD cards. Yeah, here the usual settings, not that good like in Android 5, but in Android 5 they also improved the whole dual SIM setting. Okay, Bluetooth, it's working great. We have here Wi-Fi. I'm connected to my home network. Just to compare it, I always say my Samsung Galaxy S6, but I don't want to do advertising for Samsung, but honestly I have to say it's good to compare it with a phone everybody knows. Now Wi-Fi is a bit lower. It still finds my network when I'm in my sleeping room. Second floor router is in the basement next to this room. And yeah, it's a little bit lower, so it's unusable then in the second floor, and on the Galaxy S6 I get some quite low signal, so it's usable, but well, so the Wi-Fi is just a little bit lower than on some high-end phone like the Galaxy S6 Edge. Okay, so that's regarding Wi-Fi. It's not too bad, it even finds the network of my neighbor with some very low signal, but it's okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so the usual stuff, no hot knot as you can see, so no special features. So let's quickly go here to storage, which is actually the next important thing. Cool thing, unified storage, one big partition. Out of the 16 gigs, so you get 13.24, and from that you get 12.5 gigabytes of usable space. So you see, I've installed some apps like Modern Combat, some games, they really take a lot of space. Alright, battery, let's talk about that. Now 2850, not really sure if that capacity is true, but one day isn't really a problem. Yesterday I've used it all day long actually, and I'm always using my phones actually at maximum brightness. And I started 7 AM in the morning and ended 10 PM in the evening with about 3 to 5% left. So a casual use actually, and a Geekbench battery test will come when I have enough time, because you see I have to use that phone, then the SIM card in the other phone. It gets quite confusing, but I'm now buying some more SIM cards to test everything out, because the battery test doesn't make sense without a SIM card in there. Okay, there we go, let's go back. So battery, I would say 1 day, but don't expect that this phone really holds more than 2 days or something like that. But yeah, it's a smartphone, so almost all smartphones are now 1 day, except of the battery monsters like the Blue Boo here in the background. Alright, then here we have apps and apps running, so let's check this out. There we go. 1.1 gigs used, and we have 850 megabytes of free RAM. Uses about 60% of the total RAM for the system, but also some other crap is open, Cygic, Antutu, blah blah blah. Yeah, 50% memory usage straight out of the box, so it's okay, and you still have 1 gigabyte left for all your apps. And people always ask me, do I have to go for 3 or 4 gigabyte? Well, it depends what you're doing. If you're on Facebook, WhatsApp, hipster user, whatever, 2 gigabytes are definitely enough. So for normal social media, watching movies or whatever, go for the 2 gigabyte version. If it's cheaper, it's enough. The 3 gigabyte version is nice, I also have it, but honestly I do a lot of on my smartphone, but I also never use the full 3 gigs. Okay, there we go. So that were apps running in the background. We have your GPS, we have language and input, so all the other crap. Regarding the language, people always ask me about the translation. Not too good. If I switch to German, a lot of the words, yeah, especially those whatever words, they are very bad translated, but that's MTK just ships out those Android versions to all the factories, and well, they do not really customize a lot. And you see what's coming out. Okay, now, yeah, that's Android 4.4 on the smartphone. Android status bar here. The universal remote is working, but all other remotes had problems with the sensor. Regarding the IR blaster, if you now wonder what the hell it is. Okay, so here we have the quick toggles, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS. GPS, no GLONASS, but signal really good. Data connection, auto rotation, well, so the usual stuff. Okay, brightness is now on maximum, and screen is actually quite bright and nice. Okay, yeah, here you can see it's actually smooth. Then let's have a quick look at the dial application. So the phone is actually working in my country, but so far, let's do it. Yeah, roaming warning. That's actually something I wanted to talk about, because people said, oh, holy crap, do I get charged now? No, you don't get charged now. You always get that message here in Europe. Not really sure about other countries, but you just go to the SIM settings and you disable that message, and no extra charges because there is no roaming in your own country. Just hit the yes button once, There you go, and now we're calling my favorite hotline. So you see the sensors working, it shuts off the display, here the speaker. There you go. It could be a bit louder, quality, yeah, we'll later do a quality test on YouTube with NCS. And yeah, so child molested hotline. Okay, that's the speaker. Let's close the dialer APK. I really can't get used to those software buttons. I really don't like them. So there we go. So it's a 5-point capacitive touchscreen, so typing actually feels quite okay. Hello, boys and girls. What's up? So you see, typing feels actually really good on the smartphone. The force feedback coming from right over here actually feels a little bit cheap. I don't like the force feedback here actually, so I would just go to sounds and deactivate that feature. Now let's have a look at the browser. So I was checking out something, yeah, university, whatever. Browser, okay, let's check this out here on Wi-Fi. So I'm connected now to Wi-Fi and browsing the web, really no problem. Maybe full HD screen would be better, so you get more on the screen, but I'm happy with the 720p screen. For the price, it's definitely okay. Gives you a little bit of better battery lifetime. So that are basically all the basic functions. So let's have a look at the menu. I've installed some applications here, backup and reset. Here we have the browser, calculator, calendar, camera, and yeah, the camera. Now, it's a little bit buggy. As you will see, the focus has some really issues on the device. It's very slow. You have to focus 5 times. Sometimes it's not working at all. I tried with several camera applications, but well, just use the normal camera application and wait for an update from Cubot, because right now the camera has really some big issues. But let's go outside. Let's do a quick camera test so I can show you how that crap works. Guys, here's a quick camera test on the Cubot X11, and so far the rear camera disappointed me, but the front-facing camera looks very, very good. But well, let me quickly show you the camera. Now that's the rear camera. So far not laggy, and in preview it looks not too bad, but pictures on the computer, you can check them out down below in the description. They are kinda crispy, noisy, and well, they don't look so good. And also before the OTA it only showed 5 megapixels in the settings, so really strange. But well, on the left side here we have different recording modes as always, panorama modes and whatever, face beauty mode. Now let's go here to the settings. Here we have the usual stuff, sorry it's now in German, but well, that's color, adjustment, anti-flicker. You can read some of the things, that's basically lighting. Here we have camera settings, and here we have the maximum picture size, which says here 16 megapixels. And well, that's so badly translated, so that's actually good to see how good the translation is. And Vorschau Größe, I mean, what the fuck does that mean? But well, it's now set to full screen, so 16:9, and we have 4:3. And in 4:3 and 16:9 you get a maximum of 60 megapixels, which is interpolated and looks kinda strange. Okay, maximum ISO, I guess 1600, yes, right. Then let's go here to the video settings. Here we have microphone, EIS, and we now set the video quality to fine for the recording. Okay, so tap autofocus has issues. You will see that in the video mode, but it works in photo mode. It's really strange. I can just shoot pictures of close-ups, but I cannot record close-ups. The focus then doesn't work. So this has to be fixed. Here we can switch to the front-facing camera, and this is really wide angle, and it's looking so good. I mean, just check this out. I would like to have that front-facing camera on a lot of devices, but the rear camera really disappointed me. But the front-facing camera looks really, really good. Okay, so let's go back here, and you see the focus is working. Also the automatic lighting adjustment. Well, it doesn't. Yeah, you see the focus takes a lot of time. Sometimes. Well, this takes really a lot of time and then it can't focus, so the focus has definitely some issues and this has to be fixed. Okay, here the shutter, the sound, it's so annoying, you have to disable that, and here recording mode, and you see in recording mode yeah, now it focused, what the hell, but after some time the focus is not working anymore, so it's really strange, and it takes a lot of time to focus. I also tried to switch to some other camera applications, but it didn't fix the problem, so there must be something wrong with the firmware, and I hope Cubot is fixing that soon. Okay, so now you will see some test movies and also sample pictures are as always down below in the description. Okay guys, so here's a quick back camera video test on the Cubot X11, and the resolution, sharpness, everything looks really good here on the screen of the smartphone, but it seems to be a little bit laggy. I mean, just check this out. I'm not really sure if it also lags in the video, but well, here in preview it looks kinda laggy. Okay, let's have a look at some close-ups. And you see the tap autofocus. It should actually work. Maybe let's try this flower there. And there we go. Oh well, it has problems with focusing on close objects, and I've tested this now the whole day actually. I did reset the camera, did reset the firmware, but the focus is working for some time, but when you then want to focus on some close-ups like here, it's not working. So camera is really strange. Let's try to focus there, some objects which are more far away. And then you can just see the square, then it turns green, but it's not really sharp, so it just focuses once and then you cannot focus anymore. But continuous focus and everything is off, so I just have the default settings. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but it seems like a software problem here with the focus. Also in different camera applications, so well. That's the video quality. Unfortunately, it will be quite blurry right now because the focus somehow not working. But anyway, it doesn't look too bad, and I hope Cubot provides a software update fix for that. But let's see what the future brings. So today they released an OTA which fixed the megapixels, and I really hope that they're also going to fix the focus problem. But so far, well, you can see I cannot even focus here on my hand. For some reason this is not working. So too bad, but the camera really doesn't look too bad. So guys, here's a quick front-facing camera test on the Cubot X11, and it looks really good. It's super wide angle. I mean, just check this out. Oh my goodness, this looks really good. Now it almost looks better than on my Galaxy S6, and yeah, really nice, but that's just in preview. I mean, just check it out on the computer right now for yourself. Is the quality good? Is it blurry? But it looks so sharp on the screen here of the smartphone. That's incredible. And you just have to hold it like, I don't know, 10 centimeters away from your body to get yourself on the picture. The focus is working, the automatic lighting, color balance, everything looks really good here. But now, as I've said before, just check out for yourself on the computer right now. Does it look good for you? Or yeah, is it too low? But I think front-facing camera, at least here in preview, looks very good on the Cubot X11. We're now here back on the smartphone, so we just checked out the camera. It's okay, pictures could be better. The front-facing camera looks really good, guys, so that's a good job on the front-facing camera, but the rear camera could definitely be better. And please, Cubot, do me a favor and fix the damn autofocus problem. It's annoying. Alright, so that's it. That was the camera. Then let's have a look at some other things here. FM radio working, headset, I guess, no, it was not included, so only charging accessories and some protection stuff. So get yourself a headset and the FM radio is working. We have Gmail, Google, all the Google apps pre-installed. What you have to do after the first login is update the Google Play services. Yeah, mostly you have to do that. IR remote, that was working for me. Then, yeah, some games, messaging, so we just checked it out. Here the Play Store, just to show you, I was just downloading the remote to check it out with my TV. And yeah, you see, I've downloaded all those applications here, and really no problem to download and install the apps. You don't get unsupported phones, so this is really working. So yeah, regarding the remote, there was no pre-installed application for the remote control. So I think Cubot, you could just include that. Wouldn't, yeah, take a long time to fix that. But people are really then don't have to struggle with the application, because the IR Blast is not working in all applications. And for me, the universal remote was working. Okay, SIM toolkit as always on the phone, voice search, YouTube. Well, I have used now the phone for 2 days, actually 3 after the unboxing, and the main thing which impressed me was just the design. The waterproof feature, as we've seen before, yeah, it's crap, but if you just spoil some Coke over your smartphone, and I mean the Coke to drink, not for your nose, it wouldn't break the smartphone so far. But yeah, it seems that some water can come in through, well, I guess the speaker, because the digitizer, yeah, started to crack up here at the top, or maybe through the headphone jack. So the waterproof feature is not the best thing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so basically we had just a quick look here at the system and everything. Now I want to show you a quick LED flash test, a speaker test, GPS test, and after all this, some benchmarks, and then you will hear my conclusion about the Cubot X11. And here we go, we're now here on YouTube, no copyright sounds. Let's try to play back something, and if you're into watching movies on your smartphone, I won't say Pornhub right now, but well, you don't have any issues with the chipset. Even though it's the older generation octa-core, it's really quite fast, and yeah, I mean, it's outdated. There is really nothing to discuss about it, but it's not a bad chipset just because it's older. So far the MT6592 really performs not bad at all, even though the performance is way lower than in some newer chipsets. But let's do the speaker test here on YouTube. Oh, come on, play. Sorry guys, always some technical issues. Okay, we have to buffer again, and there we go. Just listen, guys. That's maximum volume, but honestly I have to say the clarity is not too bad. Now, for a slim smartphone like this, usually the speakers, they're really crap, but it seems that the body here, the stable body, gives it some really nice sound. Yeah, it's not too bad at all, and I like the sound. It could be a little bit louder, but the clarity is really nice. Yeah. Could be a bit louder, really depends on the media you're going to play back, but I always just play back something from NCS, so I get the feeling if the speaker's loud or not. But so far, really not too bad. Clarity seems to be okay, and the speaker not too bad for that ultra slim Cubot smartphone. So guys, lights off, and there we go, lights on. And well, here's the LED flash from the Cubot X11, and you see we have two LEDs as I've shown you before. One of them is kinda white and bright, and the other one is kinda yellow, not sure why, but you see the light somehow is not perfectly white, it's some kind of yellow, but actually the pictures, they looked okay. So for close-ups in a dark room like here, it was okay, so I could light up something here in a range of 1.5 meters, but for anything which is more far away, well, the LED flash is crap. You see it's completely dark, and in this dark room I just took a picture. Let me show you that. There we go, here's the camera, and let's pick the first picture here, and really it was as dark as here. Okay, flashlight stopped, and yeah, just here behind the camera I took the photo. It was completely dark, and it could light up everything here kinda nice. So here also the borders, no black borders, and so far it's looking good. So the LED flash could be maybe a bit stronger. It's not that strong like on my S6 for instance, but it's also not too bad. So guys, here's a quick GPS test in Androids, and while GLONASS is not supported, so it only finds a maximum number of 10 satellites, but so far it's looking really good. So we have here the America satellites, and the signal level to them very good. I mean, just check this out, just some orange bars here, but also in the GPS test application we get a very good signal, high accuracy right now. So even though it doesn't support GLONASS, finds not so many satellites, it has a very high signal level. So that's pretty good, and also results in a pretty stable GPS connection, and we can just try it quickly in my car. Unfortunately my tripod is broken, but I will try to film with my right hand during driving. So don't do this at home, but let's just go and let's do a quick GPS test with the Cubot X11. So guys, here's a very quick GPS test. I don't have a tripod right now, so I'm filming here with my right hand, and it's a little bit shaky. But well, GPS is working really good. It's very accurate, even though it doesn't find so many satellites, but the signal level is really good. And honestly, I had absolutely no problem with using the navigation. I'm currently using here Cygic offline navigation, and it works really fine. So we're now approaching here the corner, and well, you see it's very accurate. So far I absolutely like GPS here on the Cubot X11, even though, well, it could support more satellites. But so far so good. Here in Austria, Central Europe, GPS is working really nice.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above.
So ladies and gentlemen, we're now here at the end of this review, and what have we learned today? We learned today that waterproof is not waterproof. So it's IP-65 waterproof, not IP-68 or whatever waterproof. But don't think that waterproof is waterproof, because that advertising here is really tricky. So IP-65 actually just means you boil some drops water, some Coke on your smartphone, and it doesn't break. Well, honestly, my old Nokia, could survive that too. Okay, well, it's a little bit more water resistant, so you can just, for instance, throw it in a pool for just like 30 seconds, quickly get it out, and I'm pretty sure it will survive that. Then just clean it, make sure you don't power it on for some time, and just heat it up a little bit, and that's no problem. But don't just go swimming with that smartphone for 1 minute or more. You have seen what I did in my pond, and after 30 seconds there was already water in the phone, and the digitizer started to crack up, and there were some lines on the screen, so that was not good. We can see if it powers on. Actually it should, but I just left it off. You see, it's actually still working, but well, that was maybe luck. So Giz China's phone is now dead or something like that. So yeah, we just learned today that this phone is not fully waterproof. I can live with that because the design of that phone is just superior. It looks very good, 7mm over the whole body, very slim. It's looking really nice. I'm not sure about the 2850 mAh battery. Sounds too good to be true. Maybe I can remove the glass on the white version, but right now I'm very busy with a lot of crap. What I forgot to mention is, here we can see it, the LED. It lights up in red, green, blue, so multicolor. That's really nice. And that's also something I like, because those software touch buttons here, I absolutely don't like them. So that's just regarding the design, and I now think the black version maybe looks even better. So well, the ROM is still a little bit buggy, so when you run out of battery you get some Chinese message, not sure what it is and why it's there, but it's also on the latest OTA. Then the camera focus is still not working. This is definitely a software problem, because it works in photo mode, but in video mode, well, it's totally cracked up, and sometimes you have to focus twice or 4 times until you get a perfect picture. Picture quality of that phone could be better in my opinion. I saw some reviews online that said, hey, very good picture quality, but I'm not impressed so far. what impressed me is actually the front-facing camera. It's really super wide angle, it's just like a sports cam, and the quality is also kind of nice for such a cheap smartphone. Performance, it's okay. GPS, so I had a pretty good GPS signal, even though just 10 satellites, but hey, so far GPS was not working bad, had no problems with navigation. And on the new MT65 chipset, like on the Blueboo, I had a lot of GPS problems. So GPS is working better on the older chipset than here on the newer chipset. That's something I have to say. Okay, regarding the performance, you have seen the benchmarks. It's the MT6592, and I was happy with that 1 year ago, and I'm still happy with that. I'm not sure why people are hating on it. If you use it as a casual phone, it looks stylish. I mean, it's not a gaming phone where you game all day long, but it looks just kind of nice. If you have it on your desk with a nice watch, you look like a real businessman. It looks really great. So far, I think that's the main selling point. The look of the phone, the specs, yeah, they are okay. The IR blaster is working, which is a great plus. We have all the cool things, but honestly, what I don't like are the software buttons. So that's basically one of the things I don't like. And what I also noticed is when you do calls, sometimes the earpiece is really kind of low volume. So maybe in the next ROM Cubot, if you're going to watch that review, then please, just make this a little bit louder. You can do it in the engineering mode, but it's quite complicated and I don't want to do that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so all in all, not a bad phone, the Cubot. For the build quality, the price, it's okay. So specs, maybe people will say it's too overpriced, but if you have a look at the build quality once, this phone doesn't bend a single millimeter. It's very nice build. I'm pretty sure you can just cut the melon with that phone. Really, really nice so far. All in all, my girlfriend will enjoy the black version. Too bad. The white version, okay, it's still working, so maybe we can take it apart and I won't destroy it. That happens too. But well, let's see if I have enough time for this next week. So as always, check out chinadevices.com, check out the seller links down below in the description, to Amazon if you want to check it out, and also to cubot.net where you can find some promotion offers for that smartphone. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the written review. See you again in the Tech Talk on Sunday. And thanks for watching, have a nice day, and bye bye, see ya.